Hi everyone. Today I'm actually going to be doing a craft, which is not typically my thing, so bear with me. A lot of it's going to be me just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Try to adjust the camera actually a little. Okay. So I recently signed up for a subscription box that is adults and crafts, and it's supposed to be an arts and crafts box. They send a new craft every month, and I can't promise that all of them are going to be videos, but this one I thought it might be fun. This craft is my first one, and it is a resin fruit plate. So basically we're going to be making a plate out of resin, which I've never used resin before. And then we are going to be including these little fruit slices. So they sent a few. The ones they sent are lemons, avocado, strawberry slices, kiwi, and sort of a medley of everything. You can see strawberries, berries, kiwi, not oranges, apples, avocado, lemons. So this is a bit of everything. I could see some strawberry slices as well as the full strawberry. So basically I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in terms of, I didn't really like the look of this one. For me, this has far too much yellow in it, and I'm not a fan of yellow. And then they did show some examples of other things that you could do. This one is all yellow, which is even more egregious to me. So I like the idea of doing something like this with the white, because they sent a mica powder to mix in with the resin if you wanted something more opaque, but I don't want it to be fully opaque. So I'm not sure how mica powder works. I think I'm going to attempt to just add a little bit of mica powder and kind of see how that goes, but I did like this overall color scheme better. So less yellow and more of the pinks and greens. So I think that I was going to do the medley, the kiwis, and the strawberries, and I think I like that. And I'm just going to put the lemon and avocado aside. I do like the way that the lemon and avocado look together. So if I have enough resin, which is kind of doubtful, I think they sent me what I need and not any more than that. But if I do have enough to make a second plate, I could do this instead, this combination as a second plate. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, step one is laying down a drop cloth. I don't know if they gave me one. They gave me a few things though in this box. So they gave me gloves, which I'm probably not gonna wear, but they make good sounds, of course. I don't know where the microphone is on this thing. Oops. I might wear these eventually, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'll need until I get started. Additionally, they sent me, oh my god, the resin itself. 2 things of resin. Maybe I will have enough for 2 plates. It also came with this mica powder, as I mentioned. And this, it came with a couple toothpicks for stirring. In terms of the drop cloth, I think that's what this is. I'm not sure what material this is actually. It's halfway between wax paper and tissue paper. It's not parchment. It does not say. Oh. And this is the other thing they sent me. This is the actual mold for the plate. And it makes nice sounds when I tap on it, so that's what I was doing. Alright. That was not very quiet for me, sorry. Alright, so lay down the drop cloth to protect your workspace. Place the circular silicone mold on top of the drop cloth. Alright, done. Remove the protective caps from part A and part B. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is part A of the resin. Maybe I should at least see if these fit. My problem with the gloves is that they frequently don't fit, and then it just feels really bad. These don't really fit. But I guess I don't really want resin on my hands, so I'll go ahead and do it. I probably should have considered doing this after I removed these. This was a dumb order of operations, actually. I don't know if there's a tab to pull it off. Here's what we're going to do instead. Just gonna create a trash pile over here. Okay. That's good for part A. Did it with a little more gusto that time. The next step, alright, the resin requires mixing at a 1:1 ratio to activate. Then you will have 30 minutes of working time. It is important to mix the resin thoroughly for the resin to cure properly. If part A and part B are not well combined, the resin will not set correctly, resulting in an uncured and sticky finished product. That would be unpleasant. Okay. Pour all of part A and all of part B into the larger mixing cup, which is this. This is also something that they sent me. And then once that's done, I have 30 minutes to do what I'm gonna do, I guess. All right, pour all of part A and all of part B. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing this correctly without messing it up and then losing the resin. Okay. I just realized that I didn't read any of the warning labels. Hopefully I'm okay to be doing this inside. Here's the warning label. Is it? Harmful when ingested. Avoid inhalation. Use in ventilated area. Well, that's... I mean, this isn't unventilated. I do have AC and stuff. Hopefully I'm not gonna like pass out. That's good enough, I hope. Because I've never worked with resin before, I did not realize how strong the smell was gonna be. It's probably good that I just sucked it up and put on the gloves though. Alright, this part is clearly a little bit quicker. So now I'm going to want to mix with the larger stick, another thing that was included in what they gave me. It says to mix for 5 minutes, so I don't know that I really want to do this for the entire 5 minutes. So then I'm also wondering about the mica powder because I would like a little bit of I'm gonna turn on my fan, actually. I think that's probably the move. It's on the other side of the room, but it's something. So with the mica powder, I would like there to be a little bit of opaqueness without it being completely opaque. Translucent is what I would like, I think, rather than transparent, or rather than transparent, but also rather than opaque. But I don't know how mica powder works, so I don't know if I just add a little bit, if it will do what I want, or if it will not do what I want. Because I would hate to add just a little bit and then you can barely see the fruit and stuff like that. Although maybe that would be fine. It would just be less fruit, you wouldn't see as much. You'd still probably see some. I'm probably gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna say fuck it and just see what happens when I add just a little bit of the mica powder. Probably should have read the warning on that as well. That's pretty. That turned very pearly very quickly. All right. I'll probably be pausing, or not pausing, but skipping a lot of this in editing, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just do timestamps. Oh, you can see how pearly it got. I like that, actually. I like what I've done. The question is now, do I stop while I'm ahead, or do I keep going with the mica powder? No, I think it's perfect. I think we're done with that. I'm gonna set it to the side. Okay. It's set to do for 5 minutes. I think I'm actually probably about at 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my fruit now. So I'm gonna again do the medley. I'm going to do the kiwis. Threw a kiwi away. All right. And I'm going to do these strawberries. There's 2 still in there, but they don't want to come. All right, so now I have this mixing thing of resin and fruit, and I'm just gonna mix it all in. Okay, so far I still think that the ratio that I decided on for the mica powder was the correct one for what I was looking for, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. Said to kind of go around the edges as well, scrape up the bottom. All right. Okay. Once the resin covers the okay, hold on. I'm trying to read what to do next. Once the resin covers the bottom of the silicone mold, use the long... I'm gonna need to get a lighter in a few minutes and do that, which I'm pretty nervous about, actually. And basically, there are blue limes in here. There are little blue lemon and lime slices. That's cool. What was I saying? Going to need to get a lighter and pass it over the bottom once I've poured this to get rid of the bubbles, because apparently that's what you need to do with resin. First resin layer. Oh, if you've decided to add mica powder. So basically, once I pour this, I might want to rinse this off again as well really quickly. I think I'll do that when I go to get my lighter. Then we're gonna take a hiatus, I guess. I will take a video tomorrow of me removing it from the mold, which is apparently supposed to be satisfying according to the directions here. So we'll see about that, and then I'll have the fruit tray, so I can show that to you tomorrow as well. But all right, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm going to rinse this off really quick just to make sure I don't have any cat hair or anything. in this when I go to pour the resin. And then I'm gonna grab my lighter. While I was gone, the fruit all sunk to the bottom, so I'm just gonna re-stir that really quick. Okay, there's no special instructions on pouring this directly into the tray, whether I need to do it evenly or start doing it on one side and then move it over. So I think I'm just going to slowly pour it towards the center and then just let it kind of fan out on its own. I might play around with the popsicle stick a little bit more just to make sure everything is kind of even, because right now it does not feel even. It feels like a lot of it's on the side or the bottom. Maybe that will happen as I'm pouring it, so I'm trying to do what the directions say. All right. You guys could actually see from where you were. I'll hold it up, but it looks pretty cool, actually. Don't know that I would call it even. Well, yeah, maybe it is. All right. If I continue doing crafts in front of you guys, you will learn very quickly that I'm a perfectionist, if you didn't already know. There are mushrooms in here. This is just the medley part was definitely just a free-for-all. Okay. Put that over here. Okay. Now is the part that I am the most stressed about for sure. Actually, I'm gonna take off my gloves. I'm also going to collect my garbage now so I don't have to worry about it. So basically what I'm supposed to do now is gently pass the flame over the resin. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out right now. I don't know that I did anything. I don't see any air bubbles though, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I did it. Maybe I did what I was supposed to do. It looks pretty good. Okay. It now says to allow this to cure for 24 hours, and I clearly did not think this through because I have cats. So I'm gonna figure that out, but yeah. It will feel like a couple seconds to you until this is done, so stay tuned. All right. So clearly, it's been 24 hours. There was a costume change. I'm in a different spot. And this is what it looked like when I poured it. There's still a couple spots that there's like one spot that's kind of sticky actually, but it's been 24 hours, so I'm gonna take it out and hope for the best. But you can see all the little fruits in there. Let's see what we can see here. I got a thing for this. We can see, I think that's watermelon, avocado from the medley, the apple slices, The kiwis are everywhere. Let's see what else. The strawberry slices are everywhere. There's a couple lemons, strawberries. There's the mushroom that I was talking about. There's a couple of those. Let's see, anything else? You could see a couple of the purple berries, pink berries. Let's see anything else that's standing out. It's also kind of pretty on the other side. This is the full mold now that I can kind of pick this up and move it around. I did end up storing it in my, I have like a empty kitchen drawer. So I just put it in there, which was actually kind of a huge mistake. It was very messy trying to get it in, but I was able to peel off the resin that I spilled. But anyway, without further ado, we'll see how this turned out. Yeah, there's some sticky spots still. It's okay. Set this down so that I can. Ooh, this is actually really cute. I have my doubts about how this would turn out, but it's really cute actually. I'm obviously gonna let it not be sticky anymore before I use it. I'm probably gonna wash it as well because I don't know how toxic resin can be if you don't, but I'm genuinely really pleased with how this turned out and the craft itself. So this is going to be super fun to eat food off of. But yeah, now that we're looking at it, you can definitely see just like a kaleidoscope of fruit. This will have to be the thumbnail. You could see it recording down here, but that's okay. I don't care. Alright. So this was really fun. There are going to be crafts in the future. I'm not sure, obviously, what they'll be, because they don't let me know until I get the box. Actually, like, they don't let me know at all. I find out when I open the box. I think I added the perfect amount of mica powder because you can just barely see some like pearliness. And then on the back too, you can see it. But yeah, so there'll be crafts in the future if you enjoyed this video. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time.